Hi, Enrique.
Hey Eric, how's it going?
Hi, just great. Listen, I was wondering if you could tell us a bit about your experiences in relation to raw foods and what actually brought you to Finca de Vida.
Okay, I've been into raw foods right around 8 months, and the reason I got into raw foods, a friend of mine introduced me to it, and you know, he just said give it a try. It's gonna change your life, and that's what it's done. It's made me feel more healthier, just more aware of my surroundings, more in touch with myself. It's My relationships have gotten better. Just all around life has changed in a good way for me since I've been introduced to raw foods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your life before? Did you have any specific health issues that you were struggling with, or?
Yes. I'm very active, and I like to exercise and work out, and I was on a standard American diet, of course, in the States, and I had a lot of problems with intaking too much protein. So my body was all over the place. I had some terrible gas problems, and digestion just wasn't there. I was getting sick all the time. So many different issues. Sometimes constipation. Just those kind of things that didn't make life so good. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people, especially guys working out, I think do have a lot of those problems related to excessive protein intake. And do you think it was a difficult process for you to change your mindset to get ready to actually give raw foods a serious?
It was a little challenging at first on how I was going to approach this because I was so new to this. I didn't know which direction to go, and there's so many different things out there. So basically I just took it very, very slow. It was a slow progression. I gave up meat first, then a few months later I gave up chicken, chicken and dairy, and a few months after that I gave up fish, and then I gave up grains after that, and then it was a slow transition, and I just went completely raw. And as I gave up each one of those things, I could tell my health was getting better.
So you didn't feel that you were starting to miss out on more
No,
things?
no. And after I became raw, my taste buds changed. My senses changed. When I smelled cooked food, or I smelled that pizza, I had no attraction to it. My body just did not gravitate towards that food anymore. And if I see it now, I just don't want it. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
And what about your training results? I mean, did you feel the same kind of progress from the training as you did before, or?
Yes, it was a little, because I trained 5 days a week. So as I was progressing, I noticed that I was able to, when I was giving up the meat and the dairy and the chicken and the fish, and I was replacing that with fruits and vegetables, I was still maintaining my strength, and I was actually making gains on my strength. Yeah. So for the people that don't think that you can build muscle, lean muscle, on a raw vegan diet, it's not true. You can, absolutely 100%. You can.
My experience is that what you also gain is an increased endurance as well. That you're able to recover much quicker. You're able to go back and work out again.
Yes.
Instead of staying home with sore muscles for a couple of days before you can do.
Absolutely. Recovery time is next to nothing. The next day I'm ready to train again. As with before, if I trained really hard or lifted heavy weights, the next day I wouldn't be able to move. And I noticed that also, where I can recover. We're here in Costa Rica at Finca de Vida. We did Diamante. That's a pretty big climb.
Yeah.
And I know before going raw, the next day I would have had to take the whole next day off to recover. I woke up here feeling fine, ready to do it again. You know, so you know, the power of raw foods, you know, will definitely make you recover faster.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for
You
the
got it.
interview, and I hope you will have a continued fantastic life with raw foods.
Will do.
Okay.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks.